Korean pen returned. In the fall of 1921, Bessie returned to America. Both black and white Americans learned of Bessie's accomplishment. She was interviewed by reporters and invited to special events. She was greeted with applause and respect. Bessie's dreams did not end with becoming a pilot. She wanted to start a flying school for others, especially African Americans. But she would need money to start the school, and the best way for a pilot to make money was to perform at air shows. Before Bessie could be a part of an air show, she had to return to France to learn more about flying, including stunts and tricks. When Bessie came back to the United States, Roberta helped her organize an air show in Chicago on September 3, 1922. It was the first time a black woman had ever given an air show. Barnstormer. Bessie's reputation as a pilot spread across the country. She became a barnstormer, a pilot who traveled around the country using farmers' fields for air shows. Bessie's act pleased crowds wherever she performed. One of her stunts was the loop-the-loop, where Bessie would fly her plane straight up in the air, turn upside down, and make large loops in the sky. Parachuting from a plane was another of Bessie's famous stunts. She also took people for rides in her plane. She gave many black people their first chance to fly. Bessie took other steps to help put an end to discrimination. She insisted that everyone, blacks and whites, males and females, should be allowed to attend many of the events in which she participated. She would not give a show or a speech to a white-only crowd. At first, Bessie had to borrow a plane for her shows. In time, Bessie had enough money to buy her own plane, a Curtiss Jenny. Shortly after she bought the plane, its engine jammed, and she crashed. Bessie had a broken leg, broken ribs, and numerous cuts. She was in the hospital for 3 months. As soon as she was released, Bessie went right back to flying. In April of 1926, Bessie agreed to do a show in Jacksonville, Florida that included a parachute jump. She and her mechanic William Wills took the plane up to pick out the spot for the parachute jump. Bessie didn't wear her seatbelt because she needed to run out of the plane to spot a good place for the jump. The plane suddenly went into a spin. Bessie fell out of the plane and was killed. The airplane crashed, and William Wills was killed too. It was sad that the country had lost a true aviation pioneer. and one of his favorite pilots. Bessie's legacy. After her death, the U.S. Post Office issued a stamp in her honor, and a Chicago street was named after her. May 2nd has been declared Bessie Coleman Day in Chicago. 3 years after Bessie's death, one of her most important dreams was fulfilled. The Bessie Coleman Aero Club was opened in Chicago. It was the first flight school for African Americans. 2011 June 13th. Today is Monday, so I went to school. Today we had PE class. We practiced how to pass used inside of foot. So, and after the inside practice, we had 10 minutes, 15 minutes left, so we could play soccer, but it finished very faster, so it wasn't so good. But we had time in lunchtime. 3rd grade, 9th grade students must have to study for the test. Maybe the most important test in the 9th grade. So manager of 9th grade teacher said 9th grade students must not go out before the test. So we could have all the playground. If there's 9th grade students, we have to use only half of the playground because they are stronger than us, and there are so much people. So if we use all the playground, that's very bad. And after school, I went to Math Academy and English Academy and came back to home and did my homework.